International relations expert Anthony Glees is, I believe, on the line now to break down this and discuss what else is happening around the world. Anthony, good morning.
Hi, good morning to you in New Zealand.
Thank you for joining us. Hey, look, if we can, I want to start with I guess that rather sort of shocking move around tariffs and also the picture regarding Iran at the moment. Was the tariffs thing, you know, what do you think the fallout from that is likely to be?
Well, Garth, that is a very difficult question. And everybody, I think, in the British government is running around like a headless chicken at the moment. On so many fronts, Sir Keir Starmer is assailed. And Trump's shenanigans with these tariffs will be kind of seen as the last straw, I think. Everybody knows in Britain, Sir Keir Starmer, his government, have bent over backwards to accommodate President Trump, particularly on the tariff issue, trying to exploit so-called Brexit freedoms to get Britain a better deal than it would have had were we still in the European Union. And the way things are right now is that Britain is in exactly the same bad position as is the European Union. The big difference is Britain has no clout. So the European Union's saying they're, asking Trump to think again and reconsider his rash decision. Meanwhile, Britain has just to stay there and take whatever punishment is meted out. And it's not made any better by the fact that Sir Keir Starmer reportedly has said that Trump cannot use UK bases to bomb Iran because Trump is cross allegedly with the deal that he's doing over Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean. So it's a complete mess up. I could use a cruder word, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, this is regarding that, so the Chagos Islands group, which is probably no one's ever heard of. They're sort of well off the coast of Africa and the Indian Ocean. And there's a deal to pass those back or hand control of them to Mauritius, right? And Trump's come out sort of fuming about this because this is a crucial base. Does that really interrupt his ability to actually conduct policy?
He's changed his mind. On the whole, when America says to Britain, jump, Britain says, yes, how high? And that is exactly what happened here. The trouble is, Trump has changed his mind, not least, we're told, because senior conservatives, Sir Ian Duncan Smith, went over to Washington and said, look, we can't give up the Chagos Islands and the important base at Diego Garcia. My personal opinion, I'm just a pointy-headed academic, my personal opinion is if Trump wants Diego Garcia, sell it to him. Let him have it. It's of no use to Britain. We're not an imperial power any longer. It's complete nonsense. Sell it to him. He likes real estate. Here's a bit of prime real estate in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah. Look, I mean, all joking aside, though, things are at a fairly tense point in the Gulf at the moment. You've got this sort of deadline that's ticking down that Trump indicated last week. Speaking in not at all veiled language about very bad things happening if they don't decide to strike a deal on the nuclear arrangement, which took years to negotiate under the Obama administration and seems to have been sort of they're trying to fast forward this. Where are we headed?
Well, I think it's generally accepted that Trump likes to make threats, but he does not like to involve America in forever wars. And one thing is for sure, that if the Americans try and bomb the Ayatollahs out of power in Iran, there will be a widespread war, an internal war in Iran, but also almost certainly a wider war in the entire region. It will be a repeat of what Trump himself said was the era of getting rid of Saddam Hussein in Iraq. So I think that Trump will try to do everything he can to frighten the Ayatollahs into producing some sort of a deal short of attacking them. However, if Trump wishes to continue to have credibility on the international stage, and he makes a threat and the Ayatollahs don't play ball with him, then Trump will be forced into action. And he got a huge armada, his own word for it, 2 mighty aircraft carriers in the region. The Gerald R. Ford and the Abraham Lincoln, they can obliterate the government in Tehran. But we should never forget, however odd it seems to us, there are very many supporters of the Ayatollahs in Iran. And any attempt by America will mean that the Iranians will they'll close the Straits of Hormuz, they'll freeze international trade and shipping. There's a lot of venom left in that regime, and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. So I think Trump is thrashing about. As I've said it before, I think he's getting too old for this game, making threats left, right, and centre, and the world is really getting fed up with him.
Anthony Glees, international relations expert, thanks very much for your time and for your insights there this morning.